Jim.
Everybody needs to press continue. Okay. Thank you so much.
Jim will now move to the next slide. Thank you, Jim, all the way from Amsterdam.
Welcome, everybody, and good morning. I trust that it is morning everywhere in Africa. So good morning, ICCA members, Africa members in particular, and welcome to our chapter meeting. We haven't seen each other since, was it March, Esmarie? We haven't seen each other since March. And I would love, just if everybody does want, I would love everybody to switch on the camera. I miss faces. Can I just ask to see people's faces, please? I will also switch mine on. I would love, love, love to see everybody. Is it possible?
Esmarie, I can't switch on mine. It says that I've been switched off by the organizer.
Please switch Jacinta back on. Hello, everyone.
The host has stopped it.
Oh, host, please. Allow Jacinta.
Please.
Hello, everyone. Oh, my goodness. Look, hello, Frank.
Hi, Toby.
Oh, hi. Oh, my God. I'm so excited to see everybody. I'm like a child.
Hi.
Hello. Hello, Zandri. Hello, Miruki. Oh, my gosh. Hello, everyone. It is so good to see everyone. Ruth, Mani, I haven't seen you forever. Londi, you get, hello, everybody. Hello, the ones that, hello, Jacinta, there you are. Hi.
Hello, that's me.
Hello, Madam CEO, you're looking wonderful. Thank you so much for the ones that are playing. Bridget, hello, are playing and switching on their camera. Welcome to the chapter meeting. And next slide, please. Before we start with our deliberations, we as a chapter have lost one of our members, and it's been quite difficult. I think we're all living in a very, very difficult period all over the world. But it was very shocking to us as a chapter when we lost Mr. Kaya. And to remember him and to honor him and keep him in our souls forever. Esmarie managed to find a little clip that will show us our beloved Mr. Kaya as he was in life, and as I hope he will stay in our souls and in our hearts. Esmarie, please continue. Well, rest in peace, Mr. Kaya. We will remember you forever. And we now have a responsibility to continue the work that Mr. Kaya started so many years ago, and to honor his legacy. So we really still send our condolences to our colleagues at the Arusha International Conference Center. And we have you in our prayers, and let's keep the legacy going. And now to welcome new members. Very exciting times, and very, very grateful that even during the tough times of COVID, African members are still seeing value in ICCA. And we'd love to welcome the Ethiopia Convention Bureau, the Northern Cape Tourism Authority, and Zambia Tourism Agency. Welcome to the ICCA family, and we hope that we're gonna see you and do great things together with you as a chapter. Thank you. Next slide, please.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And now we have a presentation. I remember, well, I hope everybody remembers that some time ago, ICCA initiated what they call the Future Leaders Council, where they are looking to form a council of young professionals in our industry who will definitely have to take the baiting from all of us that have been here for a while. And our African representatives on the ICCA Future Leaders Council is Ernest van Setters. And Ernest is now going to do a short presentation to the chapter to tell us what they are all about, what they've been up to, and what they are going to do going forward. And as I said to him when he presented his credentials to me after he was appointed by ICCA, to actually take the mandate from the chapter so that whatever he does in that council as the Africa representative, it is the mandate from the Africa members of ICCA, so that he's not doing something that we as members are not aware of and are not on board with. So it's important for him to understand that whatever he does there, he's representing the future leaders of the African continent and the chapter as it is currently. So Ernest, take it away.
Thank you
and
very much.
congratulations, first of all. Congratulations from all of us at the ICCA African chapter. And we trust that you are going to represent us well.
Thank you very much, Toby. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good day, everyone. And thank you so much for this opportunity to briefly introduce you to the ICCA Future Leaders Council. If I could get the next slide, please. My name is Ernest van Sitters. As Toby's mentioned, I hail from Cape Town and work at the Cape Town International Convention Center in South Africa, and was appointed to the ICCA Future Leaders Council in May of this year, representing the Africa chapter. It is indeed an opportunity and one of the greatest honors of my young career. And if I may say this, in my opinion, Africa is the best chapter in the ICCA community. Please don't tell any of my fellow councillors that I said so. Next slide, please. When James Rees stood for election as president of ICCA, he identified the need for our association to evolve to ensure that ICCA meets the future strategic needs of its members. And as a result of that, it was proposed that the Future Leaders Council be established with the aim of providing a platform for ICCA to better engage with young leaders from across its global regions. And in addition to this, it has also been noted that this council will benefit ICCA with the concepts, the passion, and the dedication brought on by the young leaders to ensure that as an association, we remain relevant and fresh, but also mapping out a creative and innovative course to a better, brighter future for our industry. Next slide, please. In March of this year, candidates were nominated by their employers for a 2-year term on the council, and I had to propose some out-of-the-box, fresh ideas for ICCA to look at over the next few years. And after a rigorous selection process, the inaugural Future Leaders Council was appointed and held its first meeting on the 31st of May 2021, comprising of the following representatives: Diana Fredrickson from Scandinavia, Doreen Richter from Central Europe, myself from the Africa chapter, Jess Lam and Ewan Son from the Asia Pacific chapter, Maria Al-Hashar from the Middle East, Kaylee Cashin from North America, and Javier Contreras from the Latin America chapter. Next slide, please. Every year, the Council will have to address 2 separate challenges that seek to provide ICCA with research, ideas, and ultimately a roadmap on how to tackle these challenges. The first challenge would be one selected by the Council itself from amongst the topics that was presented in the proposal presentations of the Council members. And the second challenge would be an additional strategic project that will be allocated by the ICCA board. Following research, considerations, and other input, the Council will then be required to present a white paper aimed at assisting the ICCA community in addressing these challenges globally. Next slide, please. I am excited to announce that and report that as a first challenge, the Future Leaders Council has decided to focus on how best the ICCA community can further enhance its approach to sustainability in a fresh and innovative way within the association conferencing market. We are of the opinion that sustainability is a very broad topic that has many aspects to it, and while ICCA has, in a way, curated its own sustainability language, the Council believes that there is still a lot more that can and must be done to ensure that our industry, our environment, and our economy survive the next couple of years, with our people also benefiting from what I've just mentioned. Part of our task as a Council in drafting our first white paper is to get a better understanding of the sustainability priorities of our chapters. And this, I must say, will greatly assist us in determining what new, fresh, and innovative ways ICCA could focus on in enhancing its approach to sustainability and embrace what I've termed Sustainability 0.2, the next level. Next slide, please. Speaking of better understanding the sustainability priorities of our chapters, I have created a platform to further engage young industry professionals within our region through chats, podcasts, interviews, and the responsible use of the various social media tools. And this platform, called The Cohort, is aimed at bringing young industry professionals together to discuss, debate, and provide a creative space for the fresh expressions of Africa to think about how our region's role in the global conferencing and business events market. As part of our first engagement on the cohort, I have reached out to our chapter members, venues, event organizers, and destination marketing members to nominate young professionals to join me for a chat about Africa's take on sustainability. This will take the form of a Zoom coffee shop chat and will be divided into 2 sessions with different groups on the 11th and the 12th of August this year. This chat is aimed at getting a better understanding of where Africa is in terms of its response to sustainability within the association conferencing market, especially considering recent global events. We will be sharing our thoughts around questions such as, what does sustainability mean to you as an individual and to your organization? Do we really think that virtual and hybrid events is a sustainable initiative? And we will also look at the 8 R's of a circular economy: rethink, repair, reuse, reduce, refuse, recycle, recover, and regift in relation to the current global operations of ICCA. I must say, I am excited to meet with some of our chapter's dynamic young professionals to get this conversation going. And I do hope that through this platform, we'll be able to have more exciting conversations and engagements with young professionals about where we see our amazing industry and association heading. Next slide, please. And that's the ICCA Future Leaders Council in a nutshell. Toby, once again, thank you for this opportunity to briefly share with the ICCA community, the Africa chapter, what the Future Leaders Council is all about and the work that we are involved in. I would also like to invite you, especially our young professionals and colleagues, to please feel free and reach out to me should you have any further questions or require more information on the council itself and the work that we are doing, or if you would just like to have a chat about the role of young people within the business events and association conferencing market. My details are on the presentation, and as I conclude, I look forward to representing the mother of all continents, Africa, and firmly believe that as a chapter, we have a very important role to play in cementing ICCA's place as a fresh, relevant thought leader in the association conference sector. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Ernest. And all right, I think you can stop sharing, Jen.
Next slide, Jen.
Okay.
Sorry, Jen.
Thank you so much, Ernest. And just before we move on to the next item on our agenda, I just want to check if there's anybody who's got a burning question, burning comment, or are we happy? I'm just going to give it 30 seconds, which is half a minute, which is quite long. Anybody? Nobody? Okay. Next slide, please, Jem. What are we, what's next on the agenda, Esmery?
I actually need to see the presentation. Jen, can you share again? Thank you.
Okay. Next is the ICCA Congress. Before we get there, I just want to say, Ernest, Esmarie, you'll share Ernest's presentation again with everybody, and for people to really engage with it. And it's very important, this first challenge on sustainability is very important for us to really engage with it, because the African continent has to really look at what sustainability means, because it's such a broad thing. Sustainability is not only environmental, it is social, it is environmental, it is economic, it is quite broad. And for us to really say, as the Future Leaders Council addresses the challenge of sustainability, what are the challenges around sustainability that are unique to Africa and that we would like considered, as well as ICCA considers the challenge of sustainability. So I encourage everyone to please get involved and say something, have a voice, say you have a voice, say something, so that whatever solutions come out, it is our solution, not their solution only. Thank you so much. Esmarie, on to the Congress, please.
Thank you, Toby. 2021, we will have the 60th ICCA Congress. So as an association, over the last 60 years, we've had annual congresses that always happen at the end of October or beginning of November. This year, the main Congress is taking place in Cartagena in Colombia from the 24th to the 27th of October. And then, as all the members know, due to COVID, we will be, like we had last year, also have regional hubs in Africa, the Middle East, Asia Pacific. There will also be a hub in Europe, to give an opportunity to members that are not able to travel to Cartagena to still have an in-person Congress experience and therefore attend the hubs. Then there's also the option for members that cannot travel due to their travel restrictions to attend the Congress virtually. We've got the information on the slide with all the Congress registration fees. Very important to mention, as we all know, your destination might be open for travel at the moment, and then in a month's time, it might be closed again. We are allowing members the flexibility to change their registration type. So say, for example, you want to register to go to Cartagena, and then before the date in October, you are not allowed to travel. You can change that registration to a hub registration or to a virtual registration, and we will either give you a refund or send you an updated invoice depending on the registration fee changes. Then I'm also very happy to announce that the Africa Congress Hub for 2021 will be hosted by the Johannesburg Convention Bureau and the South Africa National Convention Bureau. So we've got two hosts. It was really encouraging to see this year that we actually had a few of our destination marketing members that submitted bids to host the Africa Hub. We had a very strict criteria with regards to, we looked at the hosting fee that had to be paid, all the cost for the venue, the AV, on-site cost at the hub, and then also at destinations that were likely going to receive the most number of in-person attendees. So yeah, in the end, after a committee that consisted of a few of the staff, including the events department and some of the departments at the Amsterdam office, very happy to announce that we're going to Johannesburg We are busy updating all the information on the Congress website with Rendani, Kenneth, and Tsepo at the National Convention Bureau, but you are already allowed or able to register should you want to attend in Johannesburg at the end of October. And then if any members have any questions, please just send me an email. We also have, if you go to the registration site to register, you will see there it asks you for a discount code. That discount code is for our 3 new members that joined in 2021, because part of the new member deal is that they will get a complimentary registration to the Congress. So if you are a member that joined before then, you can just ignore the discount code and then just complete the rest of the information. And yeah, as I said, any questions, please let me know. We're really hoping to get more in-person Africa members either attending in Cartagena, if you're allowed to travel to Colombia, or otherwise the Congress Hub.
And Esmery, like you did for me, those that are interested, or you can just send to the whole chapter, the link that you send me about travel information to Colombia, including whether there quarantine or no quarantine, what restrictions. If you can please share with everybody so that they can make informed decisions.
What I will actually do after this is just send the link to the Congress website for those of you that maybe missed it or didn't receive it, as well as then the travel information to Colombia. It is going to be very easy to travel to Colombia because they don't have any restrictions of certain countries around the world that cannot travel to Colombia, and there's also no quarantine period. So that will definitely make it practically a lot easier.
All right. Congratulations to the Johannesburg Convention Bureau and the South African National Convention Bureau for securing the bid. And we look forward to seeing a lot of people at this Congress, whether it's in Cartagena or it is in Johannesburg. Please, let's attend as much as we can. Thank you so much. Next slide, please. Okay, Esmery, this is you again. Please talk about the Africa Capacity Building Project.
Yes, very exciting project. And I must say, before I go through the information on the slide, I shared this information last week, and it was really great to get replies from members to say, we'll definitely be able to use the information and they can also share it with their stakeholders. As most of you will know, ICCA Africa, we've got a MOU with the South African National Convention Bureau that we've had for the last few years. And one of the projects that was identified in the MOU for 2020 and 2021 and the first part of next year is what we're calling the ICCA Africa Capacity Building Project, which is basically a white paper that we're doing in 3 phases. Phase 1 covered, and that's the information that was shared with all the staff at the various members, the benefits of hosting business events. Business events is still very new in a lot of the member countries, as well as the countries where we don't have members. Our membership at the moment is only in Southern and East Africa. So this is also a tool that I want to use when I start to liaise with new destinations that are thinking of starting to work in the business event space. So the phase 1 that is, and there's just a screenshot of the front page of the document that was shared. We're talking about what are business events, what are the benefits of hosting business events, speaking about legacies, the UN Sustainable Development Goals, and then also information on advocacy. So that is phase 1 that we've completed. Phase 2 that we're busy with at the moment will talk to all the meeting segments and types. although in the ICCA space, we only work with association conferences, this chapter will also cover corporate events and government events. Then specifically a chapter on understanding associations, bidding for conventions and convention bureaus. So I really want to encourage all the members, share this information with your new staff. This is not information that is only available to ICCA members. So if you maybe have a new hotel that's opening, or you maybe have a new minister within your government departments that you're liaising with, and they're new to business events, please share the phase 1 that we've completed. And then phase 2 will be shared with members in the 4th quarter of this year. And then phase 3 will be done in the 1st quarter of 2022. And then when all the phases are done, we will actually put all the information into one document. So again, any questions from members, if you maybe haven't received it? I know sometimes the emails, depending on your security settings, might also go to your junk mail, but otherwise, again, just please send me an email or send me a WhatsApp and I can share the information again. So yeah, very, very excited. This is something that we're only doing as a ICCA Africa chapter. And it's also information that once it's all completed, that we can also share with, I mean, there are other chapters in the global ICCA community that are also new to business events. So really hoping that this is a tool that will practically be able to assist our members to also share with either suppliers that are newer to the association or business sector. Thank you, Toby.
Thank you so much. I see some great comments on the chat saying that great document and good work, team. This will help us chapter tremendously. So yes, this is great work, and congratulations to everybody that's working on this project. And we look forward to more from this project. Thank you so much. The next slide, please. Okay. Now we're going to go to our destination feedback, and we committed a while ago to giving everybody how much time, Esmarie?
Maximum 3 minutes.
Maximum 3 minutes. So I'm going to be the time police as much as I can. And we're going to start with our newcomer, Ethiopia Convention Bureau. Again, welcome to the ICCA Africa family, and let's get your destination feedback.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
This is Alamayo from foggy Addis Ababa today. So it's foggy here in Addis. I don't know what is in other African countries. So it's a pleasure meeting you. Ethiopia Convention Bureau is a brand new national convention bureau in Africa, and we are really happy to be a new member of the ICCA family. So, you know, regarding COVID in Ethiopia, there are a lot of cases, you know, related to COVID. So currently it's declining in Ethiopia. So, and also we are not in lockdown. And local events are mainly, which are government, are taking place with all the required COVID-19 prevention protocol. So, and also we are also hosting and taking part in virtual and hybrid meetings, both nationally and internationally. And the Ethiopian Airlines is transporting passengers, you know, in Africa and in Ethiopia. So taking passengers from Africa to other countries and also bringing passengers to Africa. So in July, according to a report in July 8th, Ethiopian Airlines is booked, you know, around 46%. So the seats around 46% is booked already. So this is, you know, it shows that passengers are moving here and there, and this will be a good sign of, you know, recovering from COVID-19. And the other is Ethiopia Convention Bureau has already launched, nationally here in Ethiopia with presence of our president. So next, we are trying to make a global launch at IMEX, which will be happening in April 26 to 28 in Frankfurt. So at Frankfurt, we are going to launch Ethiopia Convention Bureau with a large presence, So this is all I have from Ethiopia Convention Bureau. And I want to congratulate the Johannesburg Convention Bureau and National Convention Bureau of South Africa for hosting the ICCA chapter meeting. So this is all I have, and thank you so much.
Toby, you muted?
Unmute.
Thank you so much,
Toby.
Alimayo. And welcome again. And you are setting the standard very high. You took less than 3 minutes. So next we have Kenya. Hesbon, you have a high standard to meet, but we are saying 3 minutes is yours. Go.
Thank you very much, Marie. Good morning, everyone from Nairobi, capital city of Kenya. I'll just be brief as Marie have indicated. We just want to inform the members that we launched our brand on 24th May 2021 with the pomp and color where our minister was present. And we did the same during our ICCA meeting that we hosted on 3rd June 2021. So I will not go much into our brand story because of time, but as you are aware, our brand ability that have been really talked about in most of the destinations that have come to today in this particular event. So I'll just mention some few events that has happened in the destination. We hosted the World Rally Championship between 24th and 27th June this year, which was presided by the President Uhuru Kenyatta. So we have actually secured the right of hosting this particular event for until the year 2026. And as a Kenya Convention Bureau, we are thinking on how we are going to leverage on the legacy impacts that is going to come during these events. Concerning meetings, still meetings are prohibited and virtual meetings are really encouraged. Most of the employees in the country, both private and public, are working from home. So we had our last presidential speech on updates on the situation of COVID-19. The situation is not getting any better, and some of the western counties that we have, the curfews has been really shortened from 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. This is the western part of the country, while the rest of the country remains, the curfew starts from 4 a.m. and ends at 10 p.m. In terms of meetings, we have small meetings here and there, but virtual meetings are highly encouraged. So still there's a prohibition on political gatherings and public gatherings that will be ending a day after tomorrow, that is 30th, and we'll get new fresh updates from the states. So still the people traveling in the country are required with no more than 96 hours prior travel in the country with a PCR negative test that have been validated by the trusted travel update travel platform. And as yesterday, the situation, as I said, is not looking very good because our rate was standing at 13.5%. We hope that everything will improve, and then we resume the new normals have been said before. So in terms of exhibitions are being organized in small scale. Those large scale exhibitions are still prohibited, and we hope that this will come to an end very soon. So we have some important upcoming events in the country, and most of them are concentrated in the month of October and November. but the closest one, the one that we are going to have in August, is called a devolution conference that brings together the chiefs of the county to discuss the development agenda of the country and the counties as such. So this year, the theme is multi-level governance for climate action, and this will be held in one of our counties in Eastern Kenya. Then the other one is the Green Revolution Forum Summit in 27th, 13th September, that is going to discuss about agriculture and is aligned to the Green Revolution Forum. And this also got some support from the president. So we hope that the situation will improve with the availability of the vaccines, and we'll be able to resume our normal services to citizens. Thank you very much, Marie.
All right. Thank you so much, Hesbon. Next, we have Rwanda Convention Bureau, and Frank will be giving us a feedback of Destination Rwanda.
Good morning, and perhaps good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all well. And very happy to be with the ICCA family once again.
Can we see you, Frank? Can we see you, please? Thank you.
Thank you. So very delighted again to be here. And the part of the updates we're sharing today is it's really been a very mixed situation here, opening up for the industry and the closing up. And as we speak, we are under lockdown. Kigali is under lockdown for almost coming to 2 weeks. The 2 weeks are going to end end of July on 31st. However, I think we've continued to see support from our government, where our industry is still open, operating at 30% capacity of any given venue. And in fact, even during this current lockdown we have in Kigali, we're able to host a number of events. We just concluded an event of Francophone mayors globally that was hosted here in Kigali. And we also hosted another big event outside the Kigali in the city called Rubavu, a volleyball event, which was also a big tournament that brought over 30 countries. So despite the challenges we're all really encountering, we continue to see the support from government, but also the resilience of our private sector to come together and work together under this difficult situation. We do hope things will get better because the vaccination has continued to be rolled out across the country. And we believe really this is going to be a solution for us as a country, but also the region as a continent. I think you continue to see numbers coming from World Health Organization, showing us that we need more vaccine to be able to open up our market and our continent. And really, that's where our hope lies. We've seen again events being postponed because of uncertainty of what we're going through. But we've also seen events, keeping on the dates they had, especially events we're looking at the end of the year, like November, October. And I think it's a similar case to what my brother has mentioned in Kenya. I think people are really taking careful decisions and ensuring that they monitor, get to see what happens, and then they're able to really give final confirmations. But as we speak, we've had to postpone over 8 events that were supposed to take place between now and December. Definitely it's a loss, but it's a loss that we all understand. And the good news is that these events have been postponed to next year, which again encourages us that we should continue to work towards really ensure that our destinations are safe. What is also quite encouraging is that during this period, we've again managed to sign off a number of international events, win bids, that are going to be hosted in Rwanda from 2021, end of 2022. And that really encourages us to keep on working hard and ensure that we don't lose the faith, we don't lose the hope, and keep on working hard to ensure that, eventually our industry opens. So really, Toby, as Marie and the ICCA family, that's where we are. It's quite challenging at the moment as Kigali is really under lockdown, but we're hoping that things are going to get much better eventually, and we all get back together as the industry. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. Next, we have Bongiwe from the South African National Convention Bureau, please. The 3 minutes starts now.
Thanks, Toby. Can I please ask that I share my screen, please? The video, I'm unable, the host has locked me out. I've been trying.
Okay, Bongiwe, while that happens, can I ask that you do it we do it at the last. I just want to go through people that don't have video. Can I ask Tanzania Tourist Board why you sort those arrangements out with the host? Tanzania Tourist Board, Gladstone, can I ask you to present, please? 3 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam. Still, Tanzania, we have the problem with the video, so the host can connect me.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Uganda to please present while we are sorting out the people with the videos.
Oh.
Does Uganda also have a, Rosemary, do you also have a video?
Yes, I have a video, but no, I don't have a video. So I will go ahead and present. Good afternoon, everyone from sunny Kampala, which is in the Pearl of Africa. ICCA members, in Uganda, right now, currently we are under lockdown, but tourism is open for business. And our lockdown ends at the end of July. In the last month, we have had one big summit, one association summit, and it's the World Health Summit, and it was held here in Kampala at Munyonyo, and we had 60 in-person delegates from abroad, and we had over 2,000 delegates virtually. So it was a success. Now, to answer the question of the gentleman who first presented, virtual and hybrid meetings, are they sustainable? In our case in Uganda, we think it is a bit of a challenge. We are working towards making sure that we can have in-person meetings. So we are working with making sure all our hotels, all personnel working in hotels, at the airport, the transfer shuttle people, tour operators, and every tourism handler is vaccinated. And we are now having at the hotels PCR tests on arrival if you're a foreigner. And even for the Ugandan delegates, they also have PCR tests to be able to be admitted into the halls. So that is the strategy we are taking to make sure that even if it is a restricted meeting, everybody within that restricted meeting is vaccinated and has PCR, and therefore they are healthy. So that's the direction we are going, and so we are open for meetings, local meetings. Our hotels are doing well. Another thing which we are doing, we are concentrating on improving our meeting space. We have new companies on board. We have the Onomo brand and the Hilton. So we shall have new conference centers when we fully open up. Briefly, that's what's happening in Kampala. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rosemary. And I'm going to encourage everybody to do, because it's such a short time, 3 minutes is not a long time at all. I'm going to encourage everybody to do a verbal feedback, and anybody who's got a video and a presentation, they can send them to Esmaru, who will share them with the rest of the chapter. May I ask Zambia Tourism Agency, our new member, to also give us a verbal feedback on your destination.
Thank you. This is one of the newest kids on the block.
Yes.
My name is Chavunga Lungu. I'm Director Marketing at the Zambia Tourism Agency. One of our mandates is to actually manage MICE in the country. Within 3 minutes, I think my updates are not so far from most of the updates that we have. Regarding our borders still remain open. The president made it very clear that we are not going into a lockdown, to just give opportunity for some sectors to continue to do business. However, there has been regulations that have been given around how we manage things because of the COVID. So our point of entries have certain restrictions. There are requirements that are needed for those that are coming into the country, which may involve things like vaccination, test certificates at the point of entry, and any other that are around COVID protocols, and a number of COVID protocols within the country. In terms of conferences, physical business meetings, these have been postponed. They've been moved for now to next year, obviously, as the different health wings are monitoring how we are doing with the COVID situation in the country. So the only meetings that are going on are virtual meetings. They are working. However, you know the challenges that come with virtual. They're not exactly meetings that you can interact to the extent that you can interact with physical meetings. So we look forward to a time when we can actually have these physical meetings. In terms of readiness for the country, much as we are not having physical meetings, there's lots that's being done in terms of readiness. So we have quite done some extensive work as a country from a vaccination point of view, the rollout of the vaccines that we have, a voluntary exercise. But as an agency, we have gone on to talk to our stakeholders within the sector that they should go on and participate in this vaccination so that it helps with readiness when the country is going to be open. And also, we still are open for business come next year to our visitors. And I think there's lots that has been done. Recently, we've had a few airlines that are interested in coming into the country. So that's a lot that is being done also from a readiness point of view. I'm glad to announce that come next week, Qatar Airline will be coming into the country. And for us, that is a big achievement. Lastly, but not the least, there's lots of infrastructure development around the country to do with MICE facilities. So it is our hope that by the time that we are actually open in terms of value and what we are able to do from a readiness point of view and capacity, will be way better than where we are right now. So we're excited about exciting times to come. We see the COVID as an opportunity to do a lot of readiness work in the background. Thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Shabangu. And we hope to see a lot more ICCA members coming out of Zambia then with all these facilities that you're building. So congratulations on what your country is doing, and thank you so much. Zimbabwe Tourism Authority, Bridget, can we get a short, we are left with 8 minutes before our meeting must adjourn. Short 3 minutes, and then we'll get back to Tanzania and South Africa. Can we go?
Good morning. I'll be quick, eh? Good morning, everyone, and greetings from freezing Harare. It's really cold today. It's been very cold in the past few days. And welcome to our new members, Ethiopia, Zambia, and Kenya. Happy to have you in the family. As far as our sector is concerned in Zimbabwe, no gatherings are allowed at the moment. No physical meetings, so meetings are restricted to virtual. And we've had to postpone some meetings, the conferences, confirmed conferences for the rest of the year, while we're monitoring the situation on the ground, and perhaps we'll have them early next year to mid next year. Intercity travel is still prohibited. So local travel by road is only restricted to the city you are in. The situation is still being monitored. So hopefully as winter is, as at the end of winter, it will be reviewed to a much more favorable situation for meetings in Zimbabwe. Airports are open, but land borders are still closed. So visitors coming through by air are coming in, provided they meet the COVID protocols and the regulations that are in place. We've had a presidential address yesterday from the cabinet, and the tourism industry requested the government to approve the opening of the Victoria Falls and Kazungula land borders. So we hope that will help in positively raising the profile of tourism, given that tourism has been really hit hard in that area, which is mainly a tourism destination, and the livelihoods of people are sustained by tourism. So we hope that will be positive. So visitors coming through that border are supposed to be fully vaccinated and produce a negative certificate of COVID. And in the meantime, vaccination continues and the uptake is encouraging. And hopefully we'll have the lockdown regulations being relaxed as we move on to summer. Thank you. That is all from me.
Thank you so much. That was nice and sweet. Bridget, can I go back to Bongiwe and then to Gladstone to give us a short, very brief verbal feedback on your destinations, please. Bongiwe, please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Toby. I'll get right to it. As of Sunday, South Africa is now on level 3, which means that we opened our borders for international travel, as well as 50 people can gather under strict COVID regulations inside and 100 outside. As the National Convention Bureau, we are focused on the recovery, really, in terms of product. We are focused on reintroducing South Africa as a destination. In terms of bidding, we are seeing a trend that smaller events are coming with a more regional focus. And then furthermore to our recovery focus, really, we are launching the National Association project, which is focusing on going to the smaller towns and villages, about 27 towns. We've already done site inspections. And as a National Convention Bureau, we've committed to hosting 3 National Association meetings in VTSDs this financial year. We also have government roadshows that we are working on so that we can increase the pipeline for future meetings. Lastly, I will just, second last point, Toby, I would like to invite my ICCA Africa family for the Africa Travel and Tourism Conference that will be hosted from the 19th to the 21st of September. Johannesburg and Durban will be hosts because we do not have Meetings Africa and Africa's Travel Indaba. And we're also looking at having 4 hubs on the continent where we will be hosting this conference. So I think let's come together, and it will give us a first opportunity as the continent after a while to come together. And then the last point, we're also working as South Africa on a risk-adjusted vaccination rollout. Myself, tomorrow, I'm going to be vaccinated for my first dose, falling under the 35 to upwards age group. As also as South Africa, I think the big thing for us, we have 2 plants in South Africa, one in Cape Town and one in Gqeberha, that are going to distribute vaccines to the rest of the continent. Thank you very much, Toby.
Thank you, Bongiwe, and that is wonderful. Please share that information about the conference with Esmarie so that she can share the details with the chapter members. And last but not least, Gladstone from Tanzania Tourist Board. Gladstone, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm Gladys Tony Mlai from Acting Manager Tanzania Tourist Board. And as you know, TTB is one of the dealing with the section of the MICE. So briefly in destination Tanzania, since the eruption of the COVID-19, there is no lockdown in Tanzania. So it is free, and all the tourists or any people are visiting place without any problems. And all the meeting in Tanzania is allowed by adhering in the condition of the WHO and even the Ministry of Natural Resources, or adding the Ministry of the Health. In Tanzania, the number of the tourists are traveling, but if you check the statistics from January 2020 up to now, it decreased about 59%, but alhamdulillah, the number of the tourists are increasing day to day. Since last year up to now, in the April, May, the number of the tourists decreased, but since that, the number of tourists are increasing day to day. Based on the international airlines, the international airlines are traveling, landing in Tanzania. We have Qatar Airline, KLM, Emirates, Ethiopian Airline, Kenya Airline, plus Egypt Airline. So the number of the airlines are still traveling to Tanzania. If we check the issue related to what is TTB doing now, still we are marketing and promotion of the destination Tanzania through the digital platforms and holding the online meeting with the international agents and also the international medias that convincing attracted the tourists to come to visit Tanzania. Also, we are using the medias and also using the goodwill ambassadors, trying to attract the number of the tourists, both international and domestic. Also, we are working with organizing the farm trips, encouraging the tourists and other visitors. Based on the MICE, in short, we are on the way, or we start on the early June, having the MICE in Tanzania based on the statistics. So we started with the 6 regions, trying to get the statistics based on the total conference venues and conference organizers, and even hotels with 5-star to 3 stars. So with pilot of these 6 regions, we hope up to the end of the December or early next year, we'll have the total data of the conference venues and organizers. Currently, we have 20 total conference venues within the 6 regions, and we have total 31 conference organizers within these 6 regions. That is Dar es Salaam, Arusha, Zanzibar, Mwanza, and Dodoma. And also we have currently within these 6 regions, we have 170 hotels with 5-star to 3 stars with the conference facilities.
Gladstone, thank you so much. Unfortunately, we have reached 11:02 now, and we really have run over time. I know we started 3 minutes late, but let me ask that you send everybody that had a presentation, send that presentation to Esmery to share with the rest of the chapter so that we can conclude our meeting. And the next, Jem, what is the next thing on the agenda so we can finish? Okay, so it's general. Esmery, you're going to, before we finish the meeting now, and thank you and for your patience, everybody, and apologies for being late again. Esmery, can we just go quickly over the Best Marketing Awards and the board elections, and then we finish.
Jem, please do the next slide. The first point I want to just remind members of, as you would have received all the communication, we've got 2 board positions available. The one is for a position within the destination marketing sector, so all your tourism authorities and convention bureaus. The second one is for meetings management, which is all your conference organizers and DMCs. The deadline is to submit if you want to stand on the 24th of August. And the member company has to be in good financial standing And also the person that wants to stand must be the main ICCA contact. And again, any questions, just please let me know. All the main ICCA contacts did receive communication from our governance department. And then Jem,
can I just say, Esmarie, that can we please, especially when it comes to destination marketing sector and meetings management, can I please encourage people on this call? I won't call you out by name, but I can see people on this call already that I would love to see you put your hand up for these board vacancies. Can we please, I want us to have more representation of the African continent on the ICCA board. I am pleading with you to please put your hands up for these board positions. And well, I look forward to seeing who does. Thank you.
Jem, next slide, where I'm just going to go through the ICCA Best Marketing Award. Again, communication has been sent to all the member contacts. And again, as per Toby's previous comment, really want to encourage members to submit their marketing campaigns. The deadline is the 15th of September, so there is still enough time to get all your information together to submit. And Jem, if you can just go to the next slide. And I'm not going to read through all the detail. It was shared, and we will also share, I will share the presentation as well. But looking at the evaluation criteria as well, return on investment, communication, success in meeting objectives. So yeah, quite a bit of information on what we're looking for within the Best Marketing Award submissions.
And this year, we have spoken to ICCA head office and the committee that looks after the Best Marketing Awards to say that we need to really have a criteria that is inclusive, in terms of, and does not limit people who are not working with big budgets. So if you go through the criteria very carefully, I encourage everybody again on the chapter call today to please participate, and we must put our hands up. You will never win if you don't participate. You will never be recognized if you don't participate. And the criteria in this year's Best Marketing Award makes it more accessible to all levels of the industry and business and all sectors. So I encourage our chapter to please also participate again. We mustn't see the same organizations, same big businesses only participating.
Next slide, Jem. So that's all the information on the ICCA Best Marketing Award. And then just to end the meeting, the next chapter meeting will be in November. We will still confirm the date. We also want it to be after the ICCA Congress at the end of October, so that we can also get feedback from members that either attended virtually or the Africa Hub in Johannesburg or the Congress in Colombia. Thank you, Toby.
And thank you so much, everyone. The video clip on Mr. Kaya's amazing live had music to it. And I see that when it played, it did not have music. So I'll ask Esmarie to share it on the WhatsApp group. That clip has got very upbeat, very beautiful music, and all of you can keep it and play it from time to time to remember Mr. Kaya. Thank you so much, everybody. See you at the Congress. See all the nominations and the people for the board vacancies and for the ICCA Best Marketing Awards. And see you again at our chapter meeting after the Congress. Bye-bye and have a fantastic day further. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.